And the Oscar goes to The Shape of Water.
Grab one of these. First of all, thanks to all the Canadian crew who are partying right now at the Palais Royal in Toronto. This is for you. Thank you, Janine.
Good evening. There's a flood of Canadian nominees at tonight's Academy Awards, and leading the pack is The Shape of Water, a film that was mostly shot here in Toronto, produced by a predominantly Canadian production team. Good evening. I'm Natish Bisono, coming to you live from Palais Royal, where the cast and crew couldn't make it to Los Angeles, are celebrating here. This is the scenes of Full House tonight as they celebrate a big night for the Canadian film industry and a big night for the city.
It's astonishing. It's astonishing, and it's wonderful, and it just shows how good Toronto is as a place to make movies and how good the people who make movies here in Toronto are.
When you first started working on this movie, did you ever think that it would lead in nominations this year at the Oscars?
No. When I first got the script from Guillermo and from Miles and I read it, I quite honestly looked at it and went, this is going to be a challenge. And Guillermo gave me some ideas of what he wanted to achieve, and then I had to come up with the different rigs to make everybody float in the air to make it look like they were in water. And then all the water is added in visual effects later, so that's what the challenge was.
I'm really proud of the fact that this is a Toronto movie. You know, all of the crew is Canadian and mostly Toronto-based, and it is possible. You know, we are as good or better as anyone in the world.
And Toronto's film industry has more than just hardware to celebrate. It's been a pretty eventful week with the city announcing a new TV and film studio, 165,000 square feet of production space.
We're certainly amongst the top centers of the world. Our biggest problem in Toronto remains lack of studio space, and we are addressing that as an industry, but not quickly enough.
If you just look at this recent award season, Handmaid's Tale cleaned up at the Golden Globes and at the Emmys, and now Shape of Water with all the nominations. What this tells Hollywood and the world is that we really are one of the best places in the world for film and TV, Toronto that is, and Ontario. So we think that the phones will ring even more than they were before.
Do you ever think this will be possible for a Canadian production?
Why not? guess what? It's possible now. And guess what? From this point, there's going to be much more to do, a lot more to come, many more. This sets the standards, set the bar. The only way is up from now.
Of course, The Shape of Water isn't the only nominee with Canadian ties this year. Veteran Toronto-born actor Christopher Plummer is nominated for his supporting role in All the Money in the World.
What would it take for you to feel secure?
More.
While Vancouver-born production designer Dennis Gassner is nominated for Blade Runner 2049, an animated film The Breadwinner, which is a Canadian co-production, is also nominated.
I know you're here.